As you know, Tinder is a phone app where random people are able to arrange for a hookup in real life with just a swipe of a finger. It's not surprising that inviting a complete stranger into your home may lead to some unsettling situations. These are some creepy Tinder stories that will surely make you think twice about hopping in a sack with a stranger. Our first story is from an anonymous woman talking about her friend's experience on Tinder. The woman's date picked her up and drove her to the restaurant, and things were going well. They were hanging it off and having a pretty good time. It's only after dinner that things started to take a turn. She suddenly started to feel dizzy and nauseous. After giving her a lift home, the woman was feeling a little better and thought it would be polite to invite her date inside for some coffee. She started to feel sick again and politely asked him to leave, which he did. She then went to bed. She quickly awoke in the night to noises downstairs and promptly called the police. Upon arriving, the police discovered that the doors and windows were still locked from the outside, and there didn't appear to be any signs of breaking and entering. The woman, still convinced that there was someone inside her home, begged the officers to break the door down. After the officers bust into her home, she hears a struggle and carefully creeps downstairs to see what was happening. What she saw next was horrifying. After creeping downstairs, she saw the two officers pinning a masked man to the floor. All her furniture was covered with a plastic sheeting, and a menacing looking hammer was sat on the dining room table. As you could probably guess, the masked man was later discovered to be her Tinder date. He admitted to drugging her, and when he left her home earlier, he secretly grabbed her house keys. You can only imagine the sinister intentions that he had that night, and it certainly serves as a warning that people should be more careful about who they invite into their own home. The second story is quite similar and possibly just as frightening. A woman moves into a new home in the city of Boston. Shortly after she moves in, she begins to hear strange noises. The house is quite old and she thought the noises were because of that, but she still seeks out some reassurance from her dad. He agrees that it probably isn't anything to worry about, but suggests that she call the police to come and check, just in case. She calls the police and reiterates that it's probably nothing, but she feels it's better to be safer than sorry. The operator asked her if she's home alone, and the woman responds saying yes. The operator then tells her that the noises probably are nothing, but they'll still send in an officer, which should be with her within 40 minutes, as they're quite busy tonight. They also ask her to stay on the line in case of an emergency. About 3 minutes later, several police cars with sirens blaring suddenly speed onto her front lawn. They begin to search the house, and not only do they find a man in the basement, but he's also equipped with a complex tool set which could easily be used as torture devices and to dismember a body. The woman also recognizes the man as someone she met on Tinder a week ago and had a rather ordinary date with. If you're feeling confused as to why the police were so quick to respond, that's because the operator heard someone listening in on the line and had said the police would take 40 minutes to take the intruder by surprise. Remember, you should always be careful with who you meet online and what personal details you decide to share with them. I am also a small YouTuber, and hitting subscribe is going to help me out massively. Thank you.